Hi boys and girls. Today's learning target is I can use the make 10 strategy to subtract. So basically this is the same lesson that we did earlier this week, but instead of adding, we're subtracting. Second graders, you're going to watch this video and then go do your work. Third graders, you're going to stick around for part 2 where we use the same strategy to solve problems with bigger numbers. Once again, the make 10 strategy is helpful when you're adding and subtracting during times when you have to think about it in your head, because by subtracting and landing on that friendly 10, it helps you avoid making mistakes as you're solving these problems. The number line is just a tool to help you show what's going on in your head on a paper or on a screen. Now, when I say friendly tens, I'm talking about the numbers that when you count by tens, you land on them. 10, 20, 30, 40, stuff like that. Those numbers are friendly because they work. You can use your make 10 facts to add or subtract and help you solve problems. That'll make more sense when you see it happening on the number line. So let's get started using our make a 10 strategy to subtract. All right, so let's start with a make 10 to subtract equation. Let's do 13, well, to warm up, let's do 13 minus 3. Okay, first we have to find the 13 on the number line. Oh, let's see, there it is, 13. Now, we're subtracting, so we want to find the 10 that is closest on the smaller side of the 13. Ah, that would be the number 10, right there. Okay, now for 13 minus 3, you could count back 1, 2, 3, 3 hops of 1. But I bet you might have already solved this one in your head, because you might have gone, well, if I take 3 away from the 13, that just leaves me with 10. And that gets you to the closest friendly 10. 13 minus 3 is 10. This time we landed right on it. That's a little easier to see with tens and ones blocks. Here's 13 drawn with those tens and ones blocks. Remember, the long one is a 10, and the long piece is a 10, and these are all ones. So here you can see I have 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. If we did 13 minus 3, just like before, using these tools, no, I do not want to start over. Using these tools, we can quickly see that if I delete these 3, all that's left is my 10. Okay, let's get a little more complicated now. Let's do 14 minus 5 equals something. Okay, just like before, we're going to start by finding the 14 on the line. Now we need to take away 5. Okay, now you could do this in a couple different ways. You could count back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hops. But to use our get to a 10 strategy, here's the closest friendly 10 when we're subtracting. How many would we have to take from the 14 to get us to that 10? If you said we'd have to take 4, you're exactly right. Because that's the same as 1, 2, 3, 4 lands us on the 10. We've almost subtracted the whole 5 that we needed to take away. We've taken 4, so take 1 more away, and we land on the answer. The answer here is 9. Let's do another. Let's do 13 minus 6 equals something. Now, once again, we find the starting number. That's 13. There it is, 13. And let's find the nearest friendly 10. There's the 10. When we subtract 6, first we want to take away enough of them to land on the 10. So we want to be right there. How many did I take away to land on the 10? Yeah, it was 3. So I started at 13 and I'm subtracting some of that 6. Let me draw a 6 just to make it very clear what's happening here. Okay, 6 dots. We used 6 of those dots when we jumped back 3. We already subtracted some of them, so I'll get rid of 3 dots. There are still 3 more dots, so we still have part of that 6 to subtract. Let's subtract 3 more from the 10. And we landed on the answer. The answer is 7. You can double check to make sure you didn't make a mistake by making sure that when you did 13 minus 6, that what we took away here actually equals 6. Does 3 and 3 make a 6 when you put them together? Yes, it does. So we did it. 13 minus that 6 got us to 7. Let's do one more before I send you off to work on your own. Let's do 12 minus 7 equals something. Okay, you can work ahead of me if you think you've got this all figured out. Then double check your answer when I finish. First, we have our start number, 12. Now we need to find our friendly 10 when we're subtracting. There it is. We need to land on that 10. We're going to take away 7, but first we want to land on the 10. Let's draw those 7 dots to keep track and make sure we don't forget anything. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's my 7. First, I'm going to subtract 2 and use 2 dots from my 7. How much of that 7 is left? Yep, 5. That means now that I'm at the 10, I'm going to do 10 minus 5. You could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm going to do it as a big hop of 5 because I know my make 10 facts, and I know that 5 and 5 would make 10 if we were adding. If that's true, 10 minus 5 gives us a 5. I'm pretty sure then that the answer is 5. But let's double check. Let's make sure that the numbers we jumped up here add up to the 7. Here's our 12 that we started with. Then we took away a 2 and a 5. Do 2 and 5 make 7? Yeah, they do. So that means this is a correct answer. We double-checked our work by double-checking our jumps. Okay, second graders, that's all for now for you. You can go get started on your assignment. Third graders, go to part 2 for the next bit of this lesson.